41 seconds of 2 overlong logos. And isn't everyone sick of Scrat's bullshit by now anyway? He's like the Despacito of animated characters.
Welcome to Rio!
Oh, come on. Welcome to Rio would have been a much better title for this film. It was right there. God damn it, does every animated kids movie have to open with a song now? Is it mandated by some sort of brain trust cartoon overlord board made up of Moana, Elsa, Simba, Poppy the Troll, and Prince Ali? Christ the Redeemer? Y'all, this is New Year's Eve in Rio. More like Christ the Rager. So glad to see these two made it. To think they initially met when they were both stuck in a cage together for purely reproductive reasons without either one of them having a choice in the matter. I'm sure a long-lasting relationship of mutual love and understanding is usually what transpires from those types of engagements. I really can't play the music here since Big Boss will come and clear-cut my channel, but you should actually thank me for saving you from listening to Jesse Eisenberg sing. I know almost everyone is drunk, high, or both, but does no one in this entire city see the animals clearly with the super bright spotlights that illuminate the most beloved landmark in the city?
Luis, where are the kids?
Jesus Christ, we're supposed to be rooting for these cockheads that keep passing off babysitting duties to progressively less qualified proxies?
Kids, next time, ask me.
But you always say no.
These bird-brained kids are seriously trying to dad shame Blue, right as they're caught in the act of setting this poor canary into the stratosphere.
Oh, listen, we are the last blue Spix macaws left on the planet. We have to stay safe.
So Blue and Jewel decided to stay safe by going to one of the world's biggest parties where they could easily be kidnapped or killed? Blue survives this.
This year's off to a great start.
Me walking out of a movie theater after thoroughly enjoying The Gentleman in January 2020.
How pretty. Oh, spit it out, spit it out.
This is the only thing I remember my college girlfriend saying to her friend after our first and only threesome. Dude, even if they weren't looking dead ahead right then, this drop-off is like 20 yards downstream. How did they not see it from where they deposited the bird? So have they made their way to the middle of the heart of darkness this whole time without encountering rough waters until now? I've never been on that river. Is it super calm all the way downstream? I say nay! Okay, I'm old enough to remember camcorders and how they were seldom, if ever, this waterproof. And I'm also old enough to remember that waterproof GoPros were easily available in 2014.
Oh, thank heavens you're okay.
What does Linda see in this asshole again? In the first movie, he was a lovable geek that showed some empathy and care for her. But in this iteration, he's just concerned with the trip and the documentation, not showing really any attention toward his loving and beautiful wife. Good thing they sleep in individual hammocks.
Who's ready for some breakfast?
Unbelievable.
What's with the attitude? I assume they've been together for a pretty long while, and I'm positive Blue's made pancakes for the kids before. Jewel really needs to calm down.
Oh, Dad, looking for this?
Kids. I mean birds. I mean bird kids. Kid birds. Whatever. These youngins are assholes. Unnecessary slow-motion shot of impending disaster in an animated movie cliché. I don't care how much they're trying to personify the macaws. Are they really suggesting one of them has an MP3 player? Even if that's an old-ass iPod Nano, that would be way too big for an adolescent parrot to haul around. It's as feasible as a European swallow carrying a coconut.
It's a Brazil nut. I never thought I'd find one this close to the city.
Oh, come on. Given how tight the Speedos are around here, I bet you could find hundreds of Brazilian nuts right now. Thousands even.
The Birdman of Brazil announced an important discovery today.
This TV was just showing football, or soccer, if you're not a commie, a few seconds ago. But now it's conveniently set to news positions some info about our very specific family of birds. Did they break into the match to show this? How is finding a rare avian colony this newsworthy? This should be the last story before they throw it to the final check of the weather. Also, this Brazilian broadcast is spoken in perfect English, even while the chyron is in Portuguese. Also, how'd they get a camera crew down in the middle of the goddamn Amazon at a moment's notice? And how are they transmitting so easily?
We will find them and protect them.
Tree huggers.
Andrew Wheeler. Also, this seems like, at most, a mild to moderate inspiration for this dude's ire. Sure, he doesn't like hippies and tree huggers, but is that worth breaking your whole goddamn TV over? I'd understand if it were a hockey game or something, but this is ridiculous.
Get my boat ready.
Oh, good. Generic and unnecessary animated movie villain. And what's with the lollipops? Is Kojak the villain?
It's okay, Louise. Good to see you, too.
So what happened to the bird that was supposed to be next to Audition? We saw him walk past Louise and slip, but we never saw him again. He had a dream to be the king of Carnival, and now he's a forgotten victim of slapstick. This movie's dark, yo.
The Amazon. Wow, that's wild.
Only in the home, garden, and tools section, really. The beauty and personal care tab can get a little racy, I'll give you that. And I suppose industrial and scientific will get some nerds off, but in general, they keep it pretty tame outside of HGT. That gets wild.
I'll be in charge of this.
I haven't seen a shot this obviously pandering to a 3D print since Gaspar Noé's Love.
Who is ready for a tropical adventure?
The producers seriously went back to the first movie and muttered to themselves, the only thing we were missing from this was more Will.i.am, damn it. So we know that at the very least, Blue has a cup, a GPS, a Swiss Army knife, bug spray, water purifier, and Band-Aids in this small fanny pack. This is a bigger bag of lies than Shelley's prank sack in Friday the 13th Part 3. Can't wait to see if Blue has a spear gun or hockey mask in there.
Faster, faster, faster!
Slower! Slower!
Oh hey, did you know that Blue's a domesticated weenie? Did we not cover that in nearly 1.5 movies? No? Okay, carry on then. Goddamn, I honestly think this flying to the Amazon montage takes up 86% of the movie's runtime. Don't get me wrong, it's actually visually stunning, but it ultimately is a tale told by an idiot full of salsa and fury, signifying nothing. If there's one thing I know from my interactions with women and Rick James, it's that frogs are cold-blooded. Therefore, Gabby should not be fogging this glass up with her breath. Why the hell does this market allow this asshole to have a giant jar of ants, especially right next to food, and an anteater? The chances Nigel the Cockatoo encounters Blue and his crew at this point in all of Brazil are about as reasonable as the wet bandits running into Kevin McAllister in the middle of New York City. Also, how is Nigel the only one spotting Blue and family? They are very noticeable birds, and macaws have been all over the news recently because of Tulio and Linda's discovery. I honestly can't believe there aren't a ton of people trying to capture them already.
Wow. Nigel is muy macho.
Damn, this frog's so horned up, she's definitely got a wet-ass cloaca. Also, does she really want to f*** that cockatoo? I don't know how that would work, but I do know I'll be up late writing fanfic about it.
He'll live, but he'll never fly again.
Retconning! I'm not going to flash back to the last movie or anything to prove it, but this motherfucker was dead.
Nice birdie.
What is this guy afraid of? Either let go of the stick or pull it back. Nigel might be stronger than your average cockatoo, but he's going to lose this tug-of-war between himself and a full-grown adult every day. This sequence just makes me sad. There aren't any a cockatoo, a poison dart frog, and an anteater walk into a bar jokes. Convenient fortune is convenient and all that, but I don't even understand what the point is of the movie showing us this. Nigel never read the fortune when he pulled it earlier. He just happened to see Blue at the same time. So we're just wasting an animator's valuable time here. This is the part of the movie where there's a completely out-of-place Broadway love song because, god damn it, if you get Kristen Chenoweth to voice a role in your animated movie, you best exploit all her talents. Honestly, this is pretty funny and well performed. But again, who ordered a Broadway love song in the middle of a movie about a macaw seeking his family in the Amazon? I know Gabby has a flair for the dramatic, but why is she army crawling through this pipe? She's a frog, dude. She should be through this obstacle in a snap. Man, there are a lot of ants in this movie. I get that there are a lot of ants in real life, but I mean, I don't just see a colony of ants every time I look down. This movie makes it look like that should always be the case.
I can't think of anything more romantic than poisoning passengers on a moonlight cruise.
Agatha Christie's Rio. This is a small boat, but given the number of cuts, foibles, and bamboozling, I have no clue where anyone is, especially relative to each other. In case you didn't notice, Charlie's tongue will be as long as the movie needs it to be at any given time. I'm not against movies with a message, but I must say that when I watch a movie about a beautiful bird having adventures, I don't need to know every inconvenient truth about their habitats.
Boss, what are you doing in the jungle?
You're gonna die!
If those two nuts find those birds, we're out of business.
But why? You just said yourself there are 2 million miles of jungle. Move your operation to another part of it, go.
That's a heliconius larva.
Am I supposed to believe she has flown all this way carrying that book? Because I did not believe that. Wait, have Linda and Tulio just been hanging out down here in the Amazon for the whole time Blue's been tracking them? How long has this trip been? How have they had enough food or clothing? Especially after the canoe disaster several days ago.
Come on, lady. Don't let me down.
Calculating route to Funky Town.
This is not something a GPS device would ever do.
What is this doing here?
Sudden Aquamarine avian Andy Garcia. I thought he was contractually obligated to only appear in a maximum amount of 60 seconds of movie time.
You will call me Pop Pop.
Grandparents naming themselves.
My little wildflower has returned!
How long has Jewel been gone? And why haven't they been looking for her? We've seen that the macaws can travel in disguise, and there are a lot of these motherfuckers in the colony. Did they not think maybe to send one of them to take a look at Rio?
I knew you were coming back.
I saw it in the droppings.
Oh, yeah.
This is Sue.
Oh, actually, I'm Blue.
Father-in-law intentionally mispronounced his son-in-law's name to make him feel like an idiot cliché. This macaw is voiced by Bruno Mars, and I haven't heard a worse song from him about an animal since Gorilla.
Where are you, you filthy fowl?
You know, the Amazon is big, really big. But apparently anyone can track down anyone that's embedded deep in this massive jungle with the greatest of ease in this movie.
We had it all. The undiscovered talent, the big idea, the inspiration.
Okay, so we have the C story of these two jamokes trying to find talent for Carnival. Then the B story about Nigel getting revenge. The D story about Big Boss and the deforestation. Oh yeah, there's Eduardo's disapproval of anything outside the tribe, which is probably an E or something. Wait, what about Linda and Tulio? I guess that's the F? My point is there really any time for an A story involving Blue and Jewel, let alone the kids?
Jacuzzi.
That's a bird fart joke right there, folks. And really, Do birds even fart at all? Don't look it up, don't look it up, don't look it up, damn it!
This changes everything.
Yeah. Wait, what? What's changing? Jewel?
Man, this is the biggest fake-out sleep I've ever seen. Sure is convenient to pass out right when you say you're about to f*** up your husband's whole universe.
So I thought I'd take Louis here for a little tour of the area. Show him around.
Oh, that's a great idea.
What?
I love how these movies always retract anything resembling agency from the wife character. She's clueless to the obvious advances of the childhood boyfriend, the moderate harassment by her father to her husband, and any discomfort he may be feeling in this strange environment. I know she's happy to be home, but she still has a brain and a personality, right?
You gotta lose that human pocket, okay?
I know Eduardo made the comment to Nico about not allowing human objects in the jungle, but Blue was wearing the fanny pack all of yesterday, so why is he just making a fuss about it now? See, it's funny because sloths are supposed to be slow, and they made fun of that in Zootopia, so in this version they'll be quick or something. Holy goddamn hell, the body count in the last 10 seconds alone is worse than the entirety of John Wick 3.
I thought we were going sightseeing.
It's training day.
Great. If I see Eduardo forcing Blue to smoke PCP at gunpoint, I'm going to have a whole different take on this movie.
Faster! Faster! Come on! You don't want to be eaten!
Is Eduardo trying to kill Blue? Because that's the only way this exercise makes any sense. And why aren't the crocodiles trying to attack Eduardo too? It's not like he's out of reach.
Who is your sidekick? You got a nurse now?
Is it just me, or do birds talk a lot of shit? If I met one of these talking birds, I'd smack them in their talking mouth. Fucking talkers.
Sightseeing is over.
Dude, you just saw a bunch of humans coming through a jungle a couple seconds ago and have been hiding ever since. So why are you flying out in the open while they're still there? Didn't you just train Blue to disguise himself with mud? This movie is boring, confusing, and infuriating all at the same time.
Hello!
Surprising someone with a chainsaw from behind.
Linda, logs aren't the only things these guys cut.
How does Tulio know that these are anything other than tree-cutting criminals? He has no way to know they're also throat-cutting criminals. Seems pretty lumberjackish, Tulio. There is zero chance that chainsaw could be started so quickly from the off position.
Charlie?
Make me fly again.
I know this is animated, but my anxiety can't take much more of Charlie's tongue abuse, so I'm going to need to see some no real or animated anteater was hurt during the makings of this film signage. Dude, I'm always down for Jermaine Clement rapping about silly things and singing over dramatically. So you'd think I'd remove a sin, but you'd be wrong, Chucklenuts, because I'm still pissed there were only 2 seasons of Flight of the Conchords on HBO.
Instead of chasing that bird all over the jungle, we let him come to us at the Carnival show.
Or he could have found out from Toucan Lopez where Blue was at currently and taken care of him now. But yeah, just wait another night so we can drag this on some more. Maybe we'll get to see Eduardo continuing to shame Blue. That's been so much fun so far.
Yes!
Wait, is Linda microchipped or something? How's a f***ing person showing up on the GPS?
Guys, rehearsals, big day tomorrow, ring a bell?
Actually, no. Movie has just realized that it needs characters to fly in and remind us about what's currently happening in all the storylines.
What a glorious morning! I forgot I could have mornings like this.
Looks like someone discovered that Blue packed that vibrating electric toothbrush. If I've learned anything from animated movies over the years, it's that monkeys are evil thieving bastards. What the hell's up with that, man? Is this all monkeys, or just the ones that are south of the equator? Rolling the jungle.
You seem like a nice bird. But this means war!
Jesus, not another f***ing subplot we have to pretend to give a shit about.
High noon.
How would the birds even know about the arbitrary American Western high noon edict for dual scheduling? A lot of Fred Zinnemann fans in the bird world?
You don't think I can do this?
No, she doesn't, and she shouldn't. Why do you think you can handle this? Why do you even want to handle this?
Pit of doom, now!
At this point, I'm pretty sure Bruno Mars has more lines in this movie than Jesse Eisenberg. Ever notice how the A-list talent fades into the background on sequels, especially in animation? I bet their checks don't.
It's a shame, really. You came all this way to protect the jungle.
But they didn't, right? They came to look for more macaw. They had no idea illegal tree cropping was going on until they got here.
Let's see if it will return the favor.
What's Big Boss's plan here? Does he want them dead? If so, why not just kill them here and now? Throw them over a waterfall? Chop them up with a machete? If anything, this seems like the least effective way to get rid of the 2 researchers that kinda maybe sort of are in the way of your illegal logging enterprise.
It's not a game. It's war.
Boston fans. Why do they even have these announcers? Would anyone hear them from this vantage point? Movie way oversells how much actual action happens during a real soccer match.
All right, just get in there.
But why is Blue the only other option? There are hundreds of blue macaws behind them. Maybe Blue doesn't realize he's going in the wrong direction, but surely the coach and spectators do. So why are they all looking like they're anticipating possible victory? Whoa, his wife and kids left him alone in the pit of depression? That's some cold shit, man.
You know what? You need to figure out what you want. And maybe stop thinking about just yourself and start thinking about us.
First, figuring out what you want would be something for yourself. And second, Jewel told him they were taking a vacation, not uprooting and moving. I haven't seen Anne Hathaway this self-centered since Rachel getting married. Damn, how long have these fools been tied up to this tree? How have they eaten? How have they peed?
That's incredible! It's a 2,000-mile flight!
And he's also wearing a fanny pack and somehow flew to the exact spot the two of you were in the jungle. But I guess we're just gonna look past that craziness. It's like the Battle of Endor had sex with Fern Gully, the last rainforest, and produced a thoroughly disappointing offspring.
Stop!
So Tulio thinks the people who just tied him up to a tree and left him for dead are going to listen to him now? This asshole clearly went to the Holy Grail school of running away from animals. Look, I hate these deforestation dick-cockers as much as anyone. But also, this works. All of this, it works.
Pick on someone your own size!
Maybe Linda could see Eduardo fall down in all the chaos, but how had she overtaken the vehicle and had it ready for attack mode this quickly?
I have to do everything myself.
Or you could just let all this commotion die down and start back up tomorrow. Not like these trees are going anywhere.
Nigel!
Don't worry, Anne Hathaway. He'll be having a drink with you at an Italian restaurant while Michael Caine looks on within a few months.
My final curtain call. And it's standing room only.
This goes on for some time. Oh, the anaconda ate that motherfucker. Ate his ass. I was not expecting this dark of an ending.
It's Amazon on tape!
And just like every other animated movie, we now proceed to the obligatory overlong musical number for the ending, during which the protagonists resolve their grievances.
Hey, Louise! Hey, Birds, I made it!
Tracy Morgan must have done some crazy even for him if he got this written out of this movie.
Just cock-block McLovin. Okay, he's our friend. We don't do that. We should be guiding his cock, not blocking it.
For some reason, you all want to wear the CinemaSins Pitchfork M on your body. So we slapped that f***er on some new merch and threw it in the store. Posters, hoodies, tanks, socks. Click on the merch below the YouTube player or click the store link at cinemasins.com.
You're my one and only Blue.
Blue, you're my boy! Moto Panakeku. Moto Panakeku.
Siamese fighting fish. Fascinating creatures. Brave, but on the whole stupid.
Snakes that can swallow you whole.
Anacondas are a perfect killing machine. They have heat sensors. A warm body like Mateo's.
Hey, Birds! Come back! I'm Brian Fellow.
We attack at the midnight hour because it's more evil.
Like it's the fruits of the devil.
Come out to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs.
These pipes are clean!
What do
No!
you call
A three-humped camel! Pregnant! Okay, great, we got it! Please,
pumped?
Water sucks. Gatorade is better.
You have part of my attention. You have the minimum amount.
I die, Horatio.